If he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 65 yards. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. And this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries, and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the...
And it's a touchdown! Deshaun Watson punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy. And, of course, when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Hey, Tuesday. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter. Gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. But the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. It was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had... Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2.